Today, I want to talk to you about emotional resilience and boosting up that. How can I explain it? How can I explain it? Really being able to boost up that emotional intelligence of yours. I want you to be able to build on some emotional resilience. And let's talk about what emotional resilience is. So, here's my little questions to you. When you have something go wrong, something happens, you have an event in your life, I don't know, something might not go to plan. Do you pick up the phone and ring someone else? Do you always share it, I don't know, with your best friend, with your partner, with your mum? Does every little thing you have going on that impacts you during the day, do you go and tell somebody else? Do you connect with another person on it? Do you feel the need to share all of those details? Or is there a level of ability for you or desire within you to work through and solutionize it yourself? Now, from someone who doesn't have a mum, I know other people can go, yeah, but it's all right for you. You don't have a mum. You don't have that person to ring. I totally, totally get that. But what I'm sharing with you is I also have friends and I watch them do it and I've seen them do it who also don't have parents, but they may feel uncomfortable in themselves. They may not feel as safe and secure in their own thinking and their own feeling. So they will message other people. They will send information to other people. They will do like this big emotional download dump to other people. I have been completely, absolutely guilty of that in my past. I have done a lot of conscious work over the years, like a lot of conscious work to heal my wounds in the masculine and heal the stuff that went on with ex-husbands and friends and family and all the stuff. I've been made really conscious efforts to clear it. So I know that you can do it. I've just got to say, I live in an apartment and it is amazing the amount of people in this apartment who do things like this. They ring alarms. There are bells going off. There's blower vaccinating. I love that I don't have to look after and maintain anything, but I get really giggled at how many men there are who feel the need to use power tools and to use noisy things. So deep bless them. They're out there testing the alarm. So we're going to continue on and hope that that's the only alarm I get to hear. Oh, it's always the way. All right. So who do you run to for problems? Who do you share it with? Who do you get support from? Who do you like to be involved in the conversation? And I'm going to take it to another space. Who do you like to drama with? There are many of us who are quite addicted to drama. Now, drama, when you think about it, is a fight or flight response. So we've got this little going on that releases all of the chemicals and all of the hormones and all of the adrenaline, the cortisol, and all that stuff that our body can get addicted to because it is so used to having the drama. It is so used to having the intense conversations and all the rest of it. So I just want you to sit with yourself and just ask yourself honestly, am I addicted to the drama? I know I can be, and I find myself and I stop myself these days when I'm a little bit hyped up about something, or I find, I've got a ruminating conversation going on, and he said, and she said, and he said, and I go, just stop, listen to you in the drama. And I hear myself doing it, and I stop myself doing it. I was very, very guilty of, I would have these long, intense, angry conversations with my husband in the car. The problem was he wasn't in the car. He was somewhere else. So I would wind myself up in all this drama about something that he said and she said and all the thing, and recognize how addicted I was to it. Whenever I drove to work, that was the thing I did. I was so wound up in all this drama. Worked through that and was able to move myself through it. So again, I know that you can. So what I'm going to suggest to you is if you follow along with me and we do some of the work, you'll be able to release yourself from this. Now, some people are just, it's their emotional sensitivity and it's how they debrief to other people. For others, it's a bit of an emotional dump. Oh, I'm not coping, so bang, here have all my emotional baggage. What can you do about it? What I'd love for you to do is to get to a space where there is more trust. You trust you. You trust your ability to make the right decision. You trust your ability to know what's right for you. Trust in the ability for you to sit in whatever it is you've got going on and be able to process it a bit by yourself. The reliance on other people to get those needs met is not just healthy, it can be counterintuitive. If you're someone who runs to another person or goes to another person, constantly gets that support, what are you going to do when that person's not here? Heaven forbid anything happens to them, but life happens. What do you do if something something happens to them? And then here's a question: ask yourself: are you doing it for them or are you doing it for you? Do you feel you would like to put some distance there and not tell them everything? Why don't you do that? Don't feel that need to fill that person's needs. Don't make it all about them. Oh, well, mum expects me to ring her when everything happens. Dad expects me to ring her. Julie, my best friend, expects to ring her. My partner expects me to ring. Feel into whose idea it is. Whose needs is it filling? If it's not filling yours, really, really good time to let it go and to do it less. If it is filling yours, let's do some work on that so you don't need to. So you get resilient, so you can build some emotional capacity for yourself to go, I think I can handle this. I think I can look after this. All right. So here's the next part. What is your inner dialogue like? What is the conversation in your head that you say to yourself? You do something, I don't know, it's not quite right or doesn't turn out the way and you go, oh, I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. Oh, that was dumb. How often do you do those things? Oh, I don't know why you're looking at that dress. That's not going to fit. That's never going to fit. You look at the size of you. It's not going to look good on you. That's for skinny people. That's not going to look good on you. It's for people who have got curves. It's not going to look good on you because it's for people who are taller or people who are shorter. What's your inner dialogue saying? What is yours saying to you? Not only in work, but in relationships, in everyday walking around, when you're thinking about your health and your well-being, when you're thinking about wealth manifestation. What is your inner dialogue? Because if you have a constant dialogue that is pick, 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 niggle, 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 pick, pick, pick. You're not good enough. You can't do this. You can't do that. There is no way you can build some emotional resilience against yourself, right? Because you're listening to yourself. You have the words going over and over and over and over in your own head that you're listening to. So step 2 in this is listen to that inner dialogue. Now, I would find myself say things and I literally go, stop, stop, stop. And I say that loud to myself, stop, 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 stop. You are not going down that road, Lorna. You are not going into that drama. You are not having this conversation with yourself about this. Let it go. Let it go. There are times when I'm able to do some tapping and I can let it go. And I don't have to listen to this. I can have better thoughts. I don't want to behave like this. It's just a drama. It's just a dialogue. None of it's true. And I can just let it go and I can change what I was thinking. I can change what I can say. If I've got nothing nice to say, maybe I should be saying nothing. You can do all of that, but change the inner dialogue. Change what you're saying to yourself. Because while you're pick, 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 niggle, 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 the emotional resilience for yourself, that ability to be able to weather all sorts of storms and to weather all sorts of emotional conflicts and all sorts of thoughts that come up for you, there's got to be a strong core for you. And part of that is change that inner dialogue. And it can be as easy as doing tapping just like I did. Just like I did. There's some other little hints, tips and tools for building some emotional resilience. A lot of what happens in this day and age, we are on phones, we are reactive. The phone comes, somebody sends you a text message, and the desire to, or the need, or the urgency, or that I have to A, see what's on my phone, B, respond to that person on my phone, 3, react to whatever it is I've just read. Take some time out and breathe. There is nothing on that phone, nothing more important than you. Nothing. If you're not in a sound, strong place, you don't have things to give to other people. You don't have the ability to show up as your full version of you and support other people. It's not there. So whatever's on your phone, find a way to put it down and to leave it. My phone sits on silent 90% of the time. I know where it is if I need it and if I need to send something or if I need to find out something, or if it's something I want, but the text messaging coming through, or the emails and the bing, 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 ding, dings doesn't happen on my phone because I turn it off, because I'm focused here on what I need to do and want to do. So that anything that comes through on that phone is someone else's agenda. So think of when you do that. How often do you get triggered, reacted, and feel the need to respond to anything that's on that phone? You don't. You have time to think, time to see, time to feel, time to breathe before you respond. They're sort of our little practical tools of what we're going to do. But let's do some tapping on the ability to get a level of calm and peace in your body, right? If you haven't tapped with me before, all you're going to do is tap on the same spots and you're going to echo what I say. That's all you're going to do. What are you going to do? Even though my world can get a little bit chaotic and I feel lots of things are coming at me, I get overwhelmed and I get stressed. Deeply and completely accept myself. Even though things coming through on my phone feel so urgent, they are someone else's urgent. And I deeply and completely accept who I am. Even though when something happens in my life, my default is to go to someone else for support. I would really love to build emotional resilience for myself. I deeply and completely accept myself. And we're going to tap through the points again. Just tap on the same point with me. I choose calm. I choose peace. I choose to release myself from all this negative self-talk. That niggly little voice in my head that picks on me. You're dumb. That was stupid. Oh, you never get it right. You always get it wrong. Never do anything right. You're just stupid. I choose to release myself from any beliefs that that voice is telling the truth. Maybe I'm not even conscious that I say it to myself. Maybe I don't realize I say it to myself. I don't think I realized that I was listening. That's kind of new to me, that I'm listening. I'm listening to everything I say to myself. Wow. I wouldn't let anyone else say those things to me. Why am I letting myself say it? I don't think I want to do that anymore. I think maybe I want to be a little bit kind to myself. I think that's what I shall do. I shall find some kindness to myself. I'm going to choose to release all this negative self-talk. I'm going to choose a place of inner calm for myself. I'm going to choose a place of inner peace. I'm going to choose to let go of that negative voice, or to ask it to take a back seat for a little while I get used to saying some positive things to myself. Maybe I could start with one thing today. What's one thing that would make me smile? Just one. Just one. I would like to build up some resilience to all the chaos that goes on around me. I would like to feel like I can handle life's things that it throws at me. I would like to be able to handle all those curveballs that come, to feel a sense of trust in myself, to feel that sense of inner peace, definitely that sense of inner calm, definitely some trust that whatever decisions I make are the right ones. They are the right ones for me. I want to feel that little bit more in control. I want to feel like I've got a handle on my own life. I want to feel that I know what I'm doing. And I know that that's going to take some time. And I know that it's going to take some baby steps. And I'm going to honor that that's not quite where I am today. But I'm going to choose to do some different things. I'm going to choose some calm. I'm going to choose some inner peace. I'm going to choose to stay grounded. I'm going to choose to breathe before I react. I'm going to choose what I do with my phone. I'm going to choose an agenda for today that's about me, not being attached to other people's agendas, and being able to find calm and inner peace for me. Breathe into that. Breathe into that. Building some emotional resilience for yourself can take a bit of time, particularly if that's not where you've been or you're growing into that. Some great little tools and tips as well as the tapping. Look for one thing every day to smile about. We all talk about gratitude, but for some of us, we're not getting to the stage of gratitude just yet. Think of one thing that makes you smile, just one thing, and smile about it. One thing. And then tomorrow, think of another thing and another thing. If you find yourself finding 10 things to smile about today, do that. Do that. Because if you're listening to this video or watching this video, you have some sort of device that you're watching it on. You have the ability to have some sort of internet connection. My guess is you're sitting with some clothes on. My guess is you've had breakfast, maybe you're about to have some lunch. You have fresh water to drink. We in the Western world live in the most amazing abundance on the planet. We do. We are so incredibly blessed to be living where we are living, in a world we get to connect with this sort of technology, where we get to choose to do some healing work. We have the time and the space to do it. And it only takes a few minutes a day. So find something to smile about. Start to recognize where you're in the drama of your own life. Quiet that inner negative voice so we can turn up your little cheer squad a little bit more. But use some of the tapping to actually turn down that inner dialogue. You can do it because I was there. I know I was a victim. I know I was a drama queen. I was so addicted to the drama and didn't realize it. And still today, I pull myself out of it. So you can too. Do some tapping on those little voices coming up. Ever so exciting to be here with you. I just love connecting. If you have any questions, please pop them in the chat. If you love what I get to do and would thinking about whether you would love to be a practitioner of EFT and do tapping on yourself, do tapping with your clients and anything like that, at the moment we have our practitioner of EFT intake open. Click on our website, head over to the website, go and have a look. Let's get some stuff happening for you so you can join us in creating and manifesting a great world for yourself. Much love to everyone, and I will see you here again